Hi everybody, welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie and I have a lot of books to share with you. So if you watched my live from yesterday, I said, hey, I'm going to share with you a lot of the books that we have done here on the page, why you might want to read them, just to give you some different viewpoints because everybody is on a different path, right? So really quick, if you're brand new, post new below. As you're tuning in, if you're watching live, good morning. If you're watching the replay, good day. I hope you're having a great day. I'm tuning in from Minnesota. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. So far, there's no snow. But in the mornings, I like to talk about mindset. I have for over a year. I think it's super important, especially when you are on a health journey, because most people don't take care of their mind or even understand the power of like, oh, my mindset has to do with my fat loss. Whether I think or whether I think I can or I think I can't. There's a lot to play in your gratitude. If you actually take time for yourself, if you believe that you can, or just the negativity that rolls around up here plays a factor in whether you're going to hit your goals. So I go through a lot of books. I have for a long time. I'm going to share with you some of the books and why you might like them, because there's a lot of new people here. So I've been a reader since high school. Who's a reader on here? Would you prefer to read a book or listen to an audible book? It doesn't matter either way. And I tell people, even 5 minutes in the morning, if you can get up in the morning and if you are putting your makeup on or taking a shower, getting ready for your day, my encouragement to you is not pop on the news. Don't go swiping. Don't go swiping through social media, but listen to something or read something. And sometimes people will go, I don't have time. That's what this book is about. You have time for what you make time for. And so I want you to think about like what would best help my attitude and my mindset in the mornings, listening or reading, 5 minutes. And I hope you all shower. So even listening to a podcast or an audible book as you're getting ready in the morning will help you throughout your entire day. Because when you believe that you can and you've got a positive attitude and a grateful heart, guess what? You're going to make better decisions because you're going to feel better about yourself. That's the point. So this is a book that we have been going through the last few weeks. It's really to help somebody with their time management. This book is to help you with your priorities and your energy levels, like understanding when is the best time for you to be most productive. If that's something that you're interested in, awesome. I'm going to read one thing to you that he mentioned as we're going through this book, because I don't read all of I don't read all of it to you. I just give you the highlights, and then if it's something pertains to you, you can go ahead and read it. I like this book. He talks about you and your time are far less controlled by other people than you think. Because he goes, oftentimes people will go, I don't have time. I don't control my time. My boss or my spouse or my kids or other things control my time. He goes, when you don't have complete control over your calendar or your time, focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. And there is surprisingly, you have more time than you think if you just monitor how much time you're wasting. So that is what this book is about. And he really walks you through good questions, different graphs and things to help you be better with your time management. And so that's what this book is about. I love how he says, whether you believe you believe you can do a thing or not, you are right. I say that often on here. If you believe that you can, you will. If you believe that you can't, you won't. So your belief in whether you're going to look or feel or achieve a certain goal starts with this. Now, we've gone through a ton of books. And if you're new or you haven't gone through them with us over the course of a year or so, I'm going to share them with you. So, and you can take a screenshot, all right? And I'll also post them in my stories. We just did this one. It's called The Noticer. And actually, if you're thinking of gifts to get here as, you know, the holiday seasons roll around, I love to give books. I think it's something that most people might be like, oh, a book, but if they actually read it, it would change their life. So I give books as gifts all the time. So The Noticer is a fictional book. It's about perspective. It's story driven. It's really great. Whereas you might read a book that's called The 5 Second Rule. This book, who's read this book? This is the book where it's like, I don't want to do something. I've kind of reversed it. I've done it 2 ways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't think about it. Go to the gym. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make the phone call. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up and get to your kitchen and prep your meals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I also go, take 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ask yourself, am I hungry or am I going to eat that donut because I see it? The 5-second rule is an incredible book of like really helping you have awareness of doing something or not doing something in 5 seconds before your brain talks you out of it. This is a great book. And if at any point you're like, hey, you should read this book, or if there's a book that's truly helped you with your mindset, post that below. Here's one of my all-time favorite books. Like, hands down, all-time favorite. It's called The Last Arrow. So he's a pastor in LA, and this is just about your life. Like, I can't even explain it. When somebody asks me, like, they're in a space or not in a good space or really maybe challenged in life, I'm not talking just about fat loss. I'm talking about overall need something to help them in their life. This book is amazing. It's really great. So The Last Arrow, it's one of my favorites. I've probably read it 25 times. Actually, not kidding. Totally not kidding. All right, another book, The Power of Positive Thinking, is just that. It's the power of positive thinking. And as you read through these books, you're going to find that a lot of them say similar things, right? So if you pick a book like this one, The Power of Positive Thinking, or like The Power of Moments, similar concepts, different author, but same type of book, right? These are great books. You guys, just so you know, I encourage my teenagers to read these books as well, because as soon as you can teach them what you're going through today and they don't have to walk through some of the challenges or struggles that you're going through, it's going to help them immensely as they become adults. So here's another example of a similar type of book. Thinking for a Change. So all of these books talk about the power of your mindset and learning and growing and implementing and understanding that it all starts right here. So that's a great book. The Compound Effect. If you want to understand, like, do this, it would be this one. And like if you're a help me make goals, help me make lists, how do I exponentially get to my goals? It would be a book by Zig Ziglar called Goals, or The Compound Effect. These are like books where it's not fictional, not so much perspective, but I need to do something. Give me A, B, and C. That's what these are going to do. Andy, so when I read The Noticer, this is actually one of the first books I read by this author named Andy Andrews. It's called The Traveler's Gift. If you're looking for a gift to give anybody, a gift, actually, if you're looking for a gift to give somebody here, you know, for Christmas or something, one of these two books I would say get The Traveler's Gift or The Last Arrow. The same author wrote The Noticer that we did last month, but it's fictional, but perspective, incredible book. You won't want to put it down. It's really, really great. He also wrote The 7 Decisions. He's got a ton of books, so he wrote this book as well. I know I keep going. Here's one of the first books I read as we dove into our business 7 years ago. Our CEO gave this to us. It's called Rhinoceros Success. And actually I had our kids read it, and we talk about becoming a rhino and having thick skin and not letting people's negativity or people's viewpoints sway our calling. So this is a fun book. And if you want to start your kids on like inspirational self-development books, this would be one of the first books you should get your kids. He also has a book called Rain or Shine. So this is a really great, throw it in your kids' stocking. I would honestly recommend if you have teenagers, have them read this book. So you should actually probably read it as well. All right, couple more. Same thing, Mindset, The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a really great book. I have so many books, some that I couldn't find that we've done that are on my shelf somewhere. You guys, this is a powerful book, Winning the War in Your Mind. This is a pastor in Oklahoma City. His name's Craig Rochelle. My husband used to work for that church. I don't know if you're familiar with Life Church, but we used to live in Oklahoma. My husband worked down the hall from him. My husband actually helped with the YouVersion Bible app. So the best book you should be reading is the Bible. And if you don't have the free app called the YouVersion Bible app, my husband helped create that. All right, Winning the War in Your Mind. Really, really good book. Like, really good book. All right, I only have 2 more. If you are working on like business, anything by Dexter Yeager is really great. So Dexter Yeager is a really great author. And Kazone, I couldn't find that one, but Craig Groeschel, it's somewhere. I might have borrowed it to somebody. Craig Groeschel wrote a book called Kazone, and it's helping you in all areas of your life, understanding like your spiritual life, your physical life, your financial life, your relationships, and your work life. That book, hands down, so good. And then lastly, we did this a year ago, and it's called Dream It, Pin It, and Live It. And it's all about dream boards. And actually, we may redo this one in January just because people do dream boards in general. I always like to tell people, don't wait till January, but they wait anyways. And so this book is really fun to dream, to write down your goals, to create a vision board. How many of you have vision boards? They're kind of fun. They actually are fun. So we did this book together. So these are just a few of the books that we have done. And I love to go through books because I love to read. And again, I understand the power of your mindset. And if your goal is fat loss, I know it sounds silly, but you need to start with your mind. And if you don't believe that you can do it, then guess what? The likelihood of you achieving what you truly want in general, like if you're not being thankful and grateful, and it's just so important. Get a book, read 1 page, download the Audible, listen to it while you're showering. You might be pleasantly surprised on how you make better decisions throughout the day, all because you focus on your mindset in the morning. I think it's super important. So that is all I have for you this morning. I promised you that I would show you books. What is a dream board? A dream board or a vision board is a board that you create. And my kids have them. We do them every year. And it's just that. It could be a piece of cardboard. It could be a poster board. And you write down the dreams and visions you have for your life. So maybe places you want to travel, or maybe you want to pay off debt, or maybe you want to get a certain way, you want to be healthy. Maybe there's a certain amount of pounds you want to lose. Maybe it's a home that you want to buy. A dream board is things that you're looking at your life and going, this is what I want. Because part of dreaming is visualizing it, it's seeing it, it's looking at it every single day. It's going to help shift your perspective, and you're going to work towards it, right? Like if you say, I want this, but it's nowhere in sight and you forget about it, you will grab the donut. Like if you say, well, I want to lose weight. Well, why? For what reason? Do you see it every day? Is it in front of you? Do you have Post-it notes post on your refrigerator with your favorite quotes, and in your car saying you should pack your lunch? If you didn't pack your lunch, turn around. Don't go through the drive-through. Like reasons why you want what you want. You need to write them down and put them in places that you can see. It's super helpful because oftentimes we get caught up in conversations or people or the fast pace of life, and then we just make dumb decisions. Like you just don't think about it, and then you're like, and then you get frustrated, right? So you want to know the Dream It, Pin It, Live It book my girls have gone through. Yes. So if you're asking for teens, you guys, honestly, any of these books teens can go through. I would recommend, if you're looking for preteen or teen, this, it says make your vision board work for you. I would say do it with your kids. So after Christmas, after the holidays in January, we will get out boards, get glitters and markers, and if you want magazines, or print off pictures. So like my girls will go through on Pinterest, or they'll think of things they want, then they'll send me the pictures and I print them off from Walgreens, and then we do it together. And they just post them on a board. And like horses, one of them wants horses, so we put horses all over the board. One wants to learn how to skateboard, so she's got skateboard. Like just things they want to do and learn. Help them dream, put it in their room, let them see it. And so this is a really great book for teens and preteens, but I would encourage you to do it with them, not have them do it by themselves. I think it's important. It's a really, really great family activity. So, all right. I hope that's helpful. I would love to know, yes, the power of one more. So I have some books, Brandy, that I borrow to people. So I couldn't find Kazone. We've done that one. The Power of One More is incredible. I think I borrowed that to somebody. I gave most of my books away that I had that one. So if somebody comes to my home and they don't have a book, I usually give it to them. So then I have to rebuy it, which is fine. So I just didn't have that one. The Power of One More by Ed Milet. Really great book. Really, really great book. There's so many great books. The point is not just to listen to me or somebody else. I mean, if somebody else has suggested a book, but like, this is where you go, what do I need to focus on? What book would pertain to me? And then do it, right? Don't just watch people online. I want you to actually take action and go, I'm going to get everybody a book for Christmas. Hey, what are you getting your family for Christmas? They're all getting books. They are all getting a book. Actually, The Power of One More by Ed Milet would be a really great book for anybody. Adults, I would say a lot. Get your husbands and your dads and your grandpas to read that book. It's really great. Anybody. And Ed Milet has some powerful stories, especially for men. So, all right. I hope you guys have a great morning, and message me with any questions. You can head to ketomomsecrets.com, click on recipes, how to get started. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.